Okay. Doge is going after the IRS. Now, as this is going into publishing, it's probably going to change a couple of times before this is done, but why would Doge be going into the IRS? To cut waste? Not too long ago, Biden passed a law that funded the IRS for, I think it was $81 billion over 10 years. That's like $8.1 billion a year. And it was to upgrade computers. Now remember, some of the computers in the IRS are as old as the 1960s. Now that's punch card time. I'm sure they're not all that old, but that's what a lot of that money was for, is to upgrade those systems. Hire personnel to, check tax returns or whatever. And, of course, the Republicans have been griping about this the whole time. We got to stop this, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they might actually get some tax money in. I mean, the predictions are all that as these things are put into effect, or the computer system goes up and all that stuff, when it goes into effect, the result is going to be that they bring a lot more money in from people that have evaded taxes. Now, for some reason, all Republicans that I've heard talk anyway seem to think that these guys are just going to be chasing after Americans with guns and all this kind of stuff, and good honest people, pay their taxes. I've always paid my taxes. I mean, nobody likes an audit. It's a pain in the tail and so on like that, but you could audit my taxes, and I've got the best tax person in the world, a little lady that's been around me for a long time, and I have no worries about it. So why are Republicans saying, well, let's get rid of this IRS increase, they're just going to be doing terrible things. No, they're actually going to be collecting taxes from people that haven't paid them, that should have paid them. And most of those are going to be really rich fellows that owe a lot of taxes and have been skating by for a long time. So Doge goes in there. So now Doge comes in and they say, well, let's see, we got some stuff here. I'm going to put this up so you can see it. They're trying to get access to an integrated data retrieval system, which enables a tax agency employees to access IRS accounts, including personal information or personal identification numbers and bank information. It also lets them enter and adjust transaction data and automatically generate notices, collection documents, and other records. So you're going to let a 25-year-old kid that's a computer nerd go into this place and have access to my records. He has no need to know. I mean, what are they looking for? Are they trying to save money? Now, I've talked about this before. Doge is not there to save money. It's there to destroy the administrative state. And maybe that's it. If they destroy enough of the IRS, they won't be collecting any taxes. So rich guys can get away with anything. It's mostly the rich that are stealing taxes anyway. Us poor people, we don't really have that stuff. We don't have access to the kind of lawyers they have and access to the stock market stuff and the little tricks that they play. So if they're trying to save money by going into the IRS, that's already been done. The estimates for the IRS with this influx of cash was that they would bring in far more. I don't know the numbers right now, but they would bring in far more than the numbers of what it costs to add the new systems and the people. So I can't figure this out for what reason they're thinking it's there for. But they're giving access to people that, like me, maybe because I speak out against them, maybe I'll get audited or something. This looks really nefarious to me. I can't see any reason for them to be in there. This access is not granted to anybody with a security clearance or anything like that, because security clearance got nothing to do with this. This is personal information stuff. The Trump administration official, by the way, the quotes I'm taking here are from the Washington Post. And I know all you conservatives hate the Washington Post, but I'll tell you what, it's probably the best, most accurate system out there, although it has been a little bit butchered up here lately by conservatives. Okay, Trump administration said Doge personnel need IRS, that's that integrated data retrieval thing, to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse, and promote government performance to better serve the people. Now remember, this waste, fraud, and abuse, I haven't seen anything that says, or anything that determines there is waste, fraud, or abuse. The only things I've seen that can evidence what they're actually doing is they're trying to politically change things. Where there's DEI hires and there's things about global warming or things like that, they're trying to eliminate all that. Which probably would happen, maybe at a little slower rate, with the Trump administration anyway, because all he wants is to drill, baby, drill. But what they're coming up with here is they're just saying this is waste, fraud, and abuse, which it's not. It's authorized by the Congress. Some of the stuff has been there forever. And it's all open and above board. Not so much in Doge. Doge is not so open and above board, even though they talk about how they are. Yeah, right. Okay, it goes on to say, officials said the Doge missions bring much needed efficiency to our bureaucracy, being carried out legally and with appropriate security clearances, which don't mean anything for that. That's not what it's all about. It goes on to say a security clearance is not sufficient credential to access to taxpayer systems, and that access is for compelling needs for tax administration. Statement from the White House: waste, fraud, and abuse have been deeply entrenched in our broken system far too late. It takes direct access to the system to identify and fix it. Doge will continue to shine a light on the fraud they uncover, as the American people deserve to know what their government has been spending their hard-earned tax dollars on. I don't know about you, but I know I am really against this one, against a lot of the crap these guys do. Why let these people in there? They have no credentials. They only have this sort of mandate from a president who was elected, by the way, on the price of eggs and groceries, that many rather idiotic people voted for him because he thought maybe they'd change get the prices down, which is not going to happen, guys. They're going to go up a bunch more. We got lots more to talk about on that one, tariffs and the like. This is not some great mandate. If you want this national debt to go down, tax the rich. We've done this before, and it's been very effective. At the end of World War I, we were taxing people $1 million if they made $1 million at 90%. You're throwing money at these guys and giving them lower and lower tax rates so that they can just have more money. They're not going to start big businesses or nothing. They're just making a whole bunch of money. So anyway, they're attacking the IRS probably to reduce the number of audits that are done for the rich guys in trying to balance the budget on the backs of the working man. Because that's what they're doing. They're going to save money in all these different agencies by cutting everything they do, and then we will not get the services we need. Regardless of what you might think about your own situation, you will need government services. And, okay, the IRS just seems to be part of that. So, anyway, that's it on this one.